there, it's Mary from stampingmerry.stampingup.net. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today is day 3 of my 12 days of Christmas. 12 projects coming to you featuring Christmas themed ideas for the coming season. This project we're using today is using the Sending Cheer bundle, and it's on page 32 of the Stampin' Up! Mini September to December catalogue. This is the stamp set and it has fabulous coordinating dies. We're making this card right here. Very easy to make and I think looks really cute. So the supplies you'll need, and I have listed all of these in the description bar below, is a base of shaded spruce, just scored and cut in half. Another piece for the top, and I've already gone ahead and embossed that using one of our embossing folders. Another piece of real red and a basic thick or basic white for the inside, some stamping in the inside. A scrap piece of the More Dazzle Champagne 6x6 paper, and also another piece of Designer Series paper. This Designer Series paper is the Joy of Christmas. I've already gone ahead and die cut it using the Nested Essential dies, but this is beautiful paper, and I'll be featuring it in other projects in this series of videos. So let's go ahead and show you how I made it. So we'll go ahead and do a little bit of the stamping first. Now, to save time, I have done quite a bit of the preparation here, but I do want to show you the stamping. So I'm bringing in my foam mat. I've just got a piece of scratch paper on here. So this is the stamp. So let's get that stamp set back out. This is the stamp right here, and this is the die. Now the die is bigger than the stamp, so I'm just going to go ahead and ink it up in, let's use shaded spruce. I'm using a photo pop my mat because these photopolymer stamps just need a little bit more sort of cushioning when you stamp them. So stamp that one down. Okay, so that's the boot. When you die cut it and you run it through your die cutting machine, at this point before you stamp it, you can go ahead and use one of the other stamps to stamp a different color for the top of the boot. For this example, we're actually using a die cut piece, but when you die cut it, just so you know, it's cutting, you need you need to stamp it on a piece of paper that's long enough to run that die through. So when you cut it out, it'll cut the whole piece. You can leave it like that just to have the top of the boot white if you prefer. So that's just a little tip for that one. So I'll put that to one side because I've already gone ahead and cut out one of them. And I'll adhere the rest of it to this one, but we might go ahead and do our inside stamping first. So that's just the boot and the top. So I'm just going to clean off my stamp because I had shaded spruce on it. Right. Okay. So we need shaded spruce and real red. So let's stamp the boot in real red. Oh, a little piece of paper that doesn't want to go away. Piece of paper, thank you. All right, and I'm just doing it in the corner. Go. I think I need a little bit more ink in my real red ink pad. That's okay. And the stamp for the top, so the top of the boot, we're going to do it in shaded spruce. There you go. And just find your way to the top of it there and stamp down. There we go. Cute. Cute. Just a little bit of stamping for the inside just to finish off this very pretty card. All right. That's really all the stamping done for this one because, as I said, I've gone ahead already and stamped this one. So here's the shaded spruce stamp with the die cut, and I've gone ahead and used another one of the dies to die cut the top. So we've got one in real red and one in shaded spruce, and let's just find our way onto that one. So let me just see, what have I done here? There we go, I had it around the wrong way. Okay, let's just pop that on with a little bit of tape. A little bit of adhesive there. And oh, I got that round the wrong way. That's right. So to make sure it's on the right way. Here we go. I had it upside down. So there we go. So that's that one. And then it also has these adorable little toe pieces, and when you die cut them, it's one complete die and it will cut out both those little pieces. So there they are there. Just grab my silicone mat. Just going to pop a little bit of Tombow. Oops. Let's make sure I was still on the frame there. A little bit of Tombow. This is my tape. This is the putty end of the take your pick tool. Just going to pick that up, put a little bit of Tombow, not too much. Put that on there. Same with the other one. I do like the take your pick tool for these kind of fussy edges. Right, just pop that over there to dry. Now on our embossed piece of card, right. Before we go ahead, I'm actually going to do a little bit of splattering with some white, a basic white, or sorry, whisper white ink. And I'm bringing in a block, a clear block. I'm just going to put a little bit of water down there. So I'm using an old aqua painter. I'm going to use one of my good watercolor brushes. So I'm just going to take a little bit of water out of one of my old aqua painters. And put a dot of a whisper white ink straight out of the bottle. Don't need too much. And just going to mix those together. And all we're going to do is a little bit of splattering. So let's just get everything else out of the way so we don't get splattering everywhere. So I'm just going to bring the lid of my pen, my old ink. There we go, and we're just splattering, just to break up that the white. And this is an old aqua painter, as I said, and I dedicate it just when I'm doing this splattering effect. Here we go. And I think I probably have managed to get a little bit on my cards, a little bit on my cardstock. Oh, that's okay, it'll be covered over anyway. So the tip for that one is to make sure you don't have anything anywhere near in the way. Let's put that away to one side while everything dries, and go ahead and build up this scene right here. So this is the Bedazzling More Dazzle 6x6 champagne paper. I'm bringing in the 2 3/8 inch circle punch. Just gonna punch that out and then pop that straight onto here with some tape. I did get a little splatter of ink on there, but never mind. It's not the end of the world. Let's build up our boot. So go with the red one on the bottom. Again, I'm just going to, let's put that back. Put that straight down onto the paper. Just go at a bit of an angle there, trying to keep it the same as my sample. And then this one goes just over the top, just like that, wherever you kind of feel that it should go. So you only won't need tape all the way around it, won't need your adhesive all the way, just on an angle. So you've got your pop of bling underneath, and underneath here I've got 2 of the stars. I've already gone ahead and cut these out. Now they are from they're dies from the birthday balloon dies, and it felt a little bit dull just with just like that, so I felt it needed a little bit of something else next to under it and underneath it. And our white ink hasn't quite dried, so we'll just wait for that one. It's not far away from being dry, so that's going to go straight on, sort of just underneath like that. While we're waiting for our ink to dry, we may as well do our bow and the sentiment. And I have already gone ahead with the sending chair. I grabbed a piece of Granny Apple Green cardstock, and I stamped the sentiment using Versamark, and then I heat embossed with white heat embossing powder. And just to, you know, make the sentiment pop a little bit more with the I always think heat embossing for our sentiments well, heat embossing is a cool thing to do anyway. Sentiments always look good when they're heat embossed, I reckon. So let's just pop that on there. You could do this last if you didn't want to do it right now, but while I'm waiting, if everything's dry, we'll put that on last. I think we might be okay to get away with this. Let's put some dimensionals on the back of this. What am I doing? Whoops. Switch on your brain, Mary. Okay. So the back of this designer series paper is actually really pretty music notes. So Joy of Christmas, the paper is called, and it really is joyful paper. Definitely worth a look. So let's just pop that round about there. I think it looks really good. I got a lot more splattering of white on this particular card, which I'm happy about. With that star, I've already gone ahead and put a couple of dimensionals on it, so I can pop that underneath there. Go. And then the other one just will go right underneath that one. So I'll just put a little bit of a dimensional underneath that one as well. Sit just underneath the boot, just like that. All right, and the sentiment, sending chair. I've already put dimensionals on the back of that one. It's just a little piece of white baker's twine. I think it's still drying a little bit, so let's hold off for one more moment. May as well do our put the base, the inside together. Tombow. Just basic white and piece of real red for the inside. Card base. These, when you use a dark base, obviously you've got to have a nice white piece on the inside to write your sentiment. Very traditional reds and greens with this particular one. Go. And I think we're okay to put the dimensionals on the back. Hopefully it hasn't spoiled. If you want to speed up the process of that splatter ink drying, just grab your heat embossing tool and it will dry very quickly. There we go, we're nearly done. And there you have it. Let's put that on there straight. There it is. Sending Cheer. The Sending Cheer bundle, page 32 of the September to December mini catalogue. If you have any questions about this card or any of the products I've used, please don't hesitate to contact me, stampingmerry@gmail.com. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.